Well, hello there. The lovely Mrs. Green here. I'm going to be doing a series of videos, very brave videos, over the next, goodness, I don't know, it might be over the next few months, just to share with you about going grey or go home. I've made that really brave decision after 25 years of colouring my hair. I'm just going to take these off for a minute because they're glowing in the dark. To go grey. And it hasn't been an easy decision. In fact, it's been something I've actually literally done research. I've looked at YouTube clips, I've talked to people, I've even been to a hairdresser for a consultation. And I did it once before and then I chickened out, but this time I am 50 years old and I've decided that I'm going to do it. But you see, one of the issues is when you've got really dark hair, to actually go grey is not as easy as if you were someone who had blonde hair. So what are some of the options that I can do? Because, and I think also the first thing you've got to come down is, what is your budget? Now, I can just tell you, since I was 25, I only went to the hairdresser to colour my hair on my wedding day. So that was 20 years ago, and that was for a whole year. I decided I was going to get it coloured. So that kind of beauty budget has not always been available to me, or I have chosen that not as a priority. So when we talk about budget, you might want to be going, yeah, sure. So if your budget is kind of unlimited and you're going to be, no, I'm going to do this however it's going to look, number one, you can go to a hairdresser and you can start that process of getting blonde highlights through it and a few lowlights, and you can then just work your way. And it probably would take, I'd imagine, she said to me, the hairdresser said, it could take a couple of years to do that. And that's perhaps for someone who might not be as brave and just wants to go down the road. And I've got a couple of friends who are going down that road and going down that way. Then, of course, at the other end of the spectrum, there's the person who's got a really limited budget. In fact, their budget's going to be well under $100 for the whole process. You've got the other extreme where you literally shave it off. And I have known two incredibly brave women that have done that. And just before the summer holidays, they took it right down, did the whole buzz cut, and spent the summer just growing it back from that. Incredibly brave. Go you, girl. Probably not for me. So how do we find something in between, or what am I going to choose? You see, one of my dilemmas is that I've spent the last year or so trying to grow my hair out, and because I had a really bad experience, where I've got really thick hair, and the hairdresser they often think that they can just butcher me, and I ended up with like a really, really short hair, and it was awful, and hubby didn't like it either, and I was really upset. However, I think going grey is not something that you've just got to do it, and you've got to find the best way that you're going to feel comfortable with, and that's going to work for you, as I say, and your budget. So what are some of the things that I'm thinking of doing? Well, first of all, I'm going to be really brave, and I'm going to show you how much grey I've got. So I'm due for a colour, and so this is kind of 1st of July. I have been this white, look at that, that's grandma stuff, see that there, for years. So you can see why I've been colouring. And so I've got the choice, if you see this, so at this stage I'm probably about maybe 1 inch, maybe about an inch away. So I'm right on the cusp of what am I going to do. So we've got, as you said, we've got choices. So you can see how grey I am and see how that demarcation mark is really distinctive. I'm not going to choose to colour because then I'm still adding colour to there. I'm not going to choose highlights because I don't want to put that in my budget. And it'll just go yellow, and what I'm going to choose is this. It is July, and I live in the Southern Hemisphere, so our Christmas holidays are in December, And we only have about 9 weeks holiday, but I'm going to do that. So what am I going to do? I'm going to grow this grey for the next 5 months. And I'm not going to try and put my hair back because it's going to look quite bad. But if I do, these are the following things I've decided that I'm going to choose. So I'm going to choose a spray, a root spray. And I often used to do that between colourings anyway. So that's one of the things I'm going to do to keep going. And then I might just use one of these kind of mascara type wand things there. That's the sun in the background about to ruin my video, so you might just have to wait for a second. So that's what I'm going to do. Then the plan is in December, I'm then going to get a really short, funky, pixie type haircut. We're going to see what the growth is. I'm really fortunate my hair does grow long fast, and we'll see there. So what I want you to do is stay posted, ask any questions. I'm going to journey with you. It's not going to be easy because I am incredibly vain. So I love wearing makeup and still looking good. So it's going to be a real test of my sort of self-esteem and what it's going to do for me. But you got to do it. And I think that's why I've decided go grey, go hard, and see what happens. When I do go grey, you know, we're going to journey again and see what I do with that. So keep in touch.